Hello everyone, I'm Dolphin Oracle, one of the developers behind the MX Linux project, and on my screen is the default flagship XFCE desktop that ships currently with MX Linux. MX is built from the Debian stable repositories and the MX repositories and utilizes the XFCE 4.14 desktop. In addition, we utilize the Antix Live USB system that enables a host of very interesting live USB features, including persistent systems on live USBs, and also enables our snapshot technology, which lets you take an installed system, a customized installed system, and turn it back into an ISO that you can use for your own personal purposes, making, in effect, your own respin of MX Linux. Real quick, if you want to launch applications, you've got the Whisker menu, world famous, and you can, if you don't know, you can browse the menu, but you can also search, and the search searches both file names and subject lines, so you can find what you're looking for in a hurry. So searching for Writer gets me LibreOffice Writer, but searching for email gets me Thunderbird in the list. Okay, so it will help you find your applications. You can also use launch applications from the desktop. You see here I have the installer. That's because I'm running a live USB right now for the recording of this video. This is running live and it's very, very responsive. Manual and FAQ are available right on the desktop. They're also available in the Whisker menu. There are a variety of features in MX. You can customize quite a few of the features from MX Tweak. You can customize your panel location. You can customize. We have pre-canned themes that you can use that will change both window borders and the theme of the applications themselves, and a variety of XFCE specific configuration settings, as well as a few system settings that will be common across all of the desktops that MX Linux offers. Thunar is your file manager of choice, and devices will be listed first, then places like your documents, music, videos, and downloads, and then a network link as well. And you can see live USB storage. Just remind you I'm running on the live USB. The system settings can be accessed through the menu, and we have provided a variety of system settings in the XFCE settings manager. It is not going to just be XFCE settings, so if you're looking for a system setting, this is a good one-stop shop. The MX toolset is one of the things that makes MX Linux unique in the Linux world, with a custom set of tools to allow you to make certain tasks on your desktop easier, just kind of easing your way into Linux life. A lot of actions that in other distros would require command line access, you can do through some MX tool or another. So I encourage you to check out MX Linux with a combination of the Antix Live USB system, MX repositories, and the friendliest forum on the internet, the MX Linux forums. We've got a lot to offer.
Hi, this is Jerry3904 from the MX forum. I'm an MX dev, and I'm here to give you a quick look at MX Fluxbox, whose default desktop we're looking at now. MX Fluxbox is an overlay that accompanies all our flagship ISOs, and it's enabled by selecting it on the top bar of the login page. It is a window manager, so relies on the system below it for all other desktop components. Its particular attraction is its reduced processing needs. That makes it very fast, and so it works well on machines with lower resources. So by default, MX Fluxbox shows three separate ways to handle applications and files: a root menu, desktop icons, and a dock. Let's take a look at each of those. The root menu is opened by a right-click on the desktop, and you can see that the top half contains common applications. Appearance is where most of the configuration stuff that you would be interested in goes on. For instance, I can go to wallpapers and I can open up a nice blue rain wallpaper that is very handsome. Likewise on that, is out of sight, contains a whole bunch of toggles. I can toggle off and on all sorts of elements that I want to see or don't want to see. It's very helpful to do it that way. So that's the root menu. It's very traditional Fluxbox element, and it's set up here in a very compact form. Okay, let's turn to the desktop icons. First, I'm going to change my wallpaper again because I like all these fun wallpapers. Appearance, wallpapers. I'll take, how about this kind of neat one with gray blocks? Cool. Okay, so icons, up here on the left you can see two of them. Icons are managed by iDesk. It's an older application that we've revived, and we've completely rewritten something called the Icon Management Tool. And you can see this is all the things that you can do to deal with these icons. It's really very, very handy. You can set background rotation. You can set the icons to a grid. All sorts of ways of dealing with icons. You can also, let me quit this, you can also move these anywhere you want. You can make a heart shape if you want to. Nobody really cares if you don't have it set to a grid. Okay, the third and last way of handling files and applications is with the dock. Most of you know what a dock is. This one is a native application developed by Adrian, one of the MX, an MX developer who did this very nice application for us. And it allows us to do all sorts of neat things. This is the default dock. You can modify it by using the MX Dock Maker. I'll click on it up here. And here you see Dock Maker has brought up this dock now here. And we could delete things. We could change the way the border looks. So you can do all sorts of things with this Dock Maker. You can also, we could create a new dock of our own. I usually, one of the important things as an example is that this is a nice easy way for us to be able to call up the very handy MX tools. And this, although it's taking its little time, here's MX tools, which just right available off the dock, which is very, very nice. Okay, that's it. That's our short little introduction to MX Fluxbox. If you'd like more information about this version of MX Linux, take a look at its documentation. I'll click this up. There's an entire PDF for MX Fluxbox written in FAQ format. It'll give you a lot of background information. And secondly, check out the videos by searching for MX Fluxbox. Here's my channel, in which this is a long introductory thing that's been very popular, and tips and tricks and such things. So check out the videos on MX Fluxbox. That'll help you out as well.
I want to show you the latest addition to the MX Linux family of desktop environments. Along with XFCE and Fluxbox, we have MX Linux KDE. My name is Rich B. I am a forum administrator at the MX Linux forum. Let me start by showing you the menu. These are the applications that are available and installed in MX Linux. These are favorites that you can add or delete, and if you hover, you can see the designation of what the favorite is. The panel is a standard panel, and it has various widgets. Of course, the menu I showed you. This is a pager for two desktops that are configured. System settings, Dolphin File Manager, Firefox, an area where your open programs are shown, a system load monitor that when you hover you get the information, but if you click it you'll get a moving graph of CPU history, memory and swap history, and network history. You can add other panels to the system by right-clicking, Panel Options, Add Panel, and then you can use an application menu bar, a default panel, or an empty panel. I'll choose Empty Panel, and here it is. Now this is useful because you can add icons for your favorite applications for direct access with one click. You open the menu and you can move your applications up here, and then you could easily open them from this additional panel. Let me show you MX Tools, which is a tool set for common functions to make it easier for you to configure your system. This is also available in the XFCE and the Fluxbox version. Snapshot system, boot repair, user manager, clean up your system. Very useful one for those with NVIDIA driver installer, codecs installer, and a very useful MX tweak that allows you to do further configuration of your system. The system settings allows you to adjust how your system looks and has various other configuration options. The workspace theme has a look and feel. These are those that are installed and available. The default is MX, but you can change to others. And you could get new looks. These are downloads that you install in your system by simply clicking the install button, and they will show up in the look and feel panel. Similarly with desktop themes, you have the same functionality of getting new ones. Cursor theme, again the same. Splash screen, again. The other thing you can do is to add new widgets. If you click the panel, panel options, add widgets, you'll see widgets that are available to put into your panel. You can also get new widgets, and you have the option to install from a local file or download widgets, and the similar dialog shows up that was there for the look and feel. And when you install it, it directly installs to your system and will show up in that widget panel. I also would like to point out to you these two icons. This is a frequently asked question. For example, does MX Linux release other official versions? And it'll describe an answer to that question. The other that you should look at is the 200-page user manual that is very useful in describing MX Linux and showing you how to do various things with the system, from introduction to troubleshooting, configuration, configuring a smartphone. It's well worth your time to take a look at the user manual. The only other thing I want to mention is the MX Linux forum. We have a friendly forum with very knowledgeable users, and also the developers are on the forum daily and will answer your questions very quickly, and also are open to suggestions for improvements MX. So it's well worth your effort to spend some time there, get familiar with the people, and I think you're going to enjoy this MX KD release. Thank you, and have a good day.